Hello everyone, my name is Mihai Dumitru, and today I will be telling you how to change your brakes. I know when it comes down to it, a lot of dealerships, a lot of shops charge a lot of money for people to do this. It's really simple, and with a little bit of thinking and following my steps, you can do it yourself and save yourself a lot of money. So we're going to start out over here. Just pay attention to the screen. I'll go through this step by step. It'll be really easy. So, step one, you're going to want to find your lug nuts on your car and you're going to want to loosen them. Only loosen them. Do not remove them. Just break them loose so it'll be easier to get off once you jack the car up. Second step, you're going to want to find the jacking points. Most cars have 4 jacking points, 2 on each side, one by the front wheel, one by the rear wheel. They're going to look a little something like this. It's going to be a little piece of metal that's going to stick out a little further than the rest of the body of the car. That's where you're going to want to put your jack in order to lift the car up to get the wheel off. Most cars have both the lug nut wrench and the jack located in the rear of the car or behind the seats if you have a truck, something like that. And it's going to have both of those, and it's going to be the right size to take off your wheel for the lug nuts. If not, you're going to have to find the adequate size of your lug nut and then loosen those that way. Once you find these jacking points, you're going to take your jack, and if you don't have a jack, I'm sure your neighbor or friend will have one. Almost anyone in your neighborhood, at least one person, should have one. So you're going to start jacking the car up at these points enough to where the wheel is off the ground and you can take it off. Now, once you have the car lifted up, you can take the wheel off, finish loosening the lug nuts, and then remove the wheel. Then this is what you're going to reveal. These are your brakes. Right here, this is your brake caliper. This is your brake rotor. Your rotors will probably not have to be replaced. Those last a little longer than the brake pads themselves. This is where your brake pads are going to be. Right here. Now, you're going to have to remove 2 brake caliper bolts right here. So that's the only thing holding the brake caliper on. On most cars, it's only 2. Unless you have some super fancy race car, it's only 2. You're going to have to find the adequate size. You can use either a wrench or you can use a socket and a ratchet. Whatever you have laying around, just make sure you find the right size. Loosen those and just remove them, completely take them out. And then you're going to be able to take this piece right here, pry it off with a screwdriver, or sometimes you can just pull it, if your car is newer, and then it'll reveal the internals. So this is what it's going to look like after you remove the brake caliper. This is the brake caliper itself. Some might have 1 piston. I'll show you one later with 2 pistons. This is it right here. You're going to slide these out. Those are your brake pads. You're going to slide your new brake pads in there. Following this installation right here, this is all the new stuff installed. You're going to have to get this tool from your local auto store. It's probably like 30-40 bucks to rent, and when you return it, you get all your money back, and all the instructions are in the kit, but pretty much it's just a screw here that's going to tighten that, and you have to depress this brake piston caliper. Once you do that, you can slide this back over the new brake pads, and then working backwards, you're going to reinstall everything. You're going to reinstall your 2 bolts, you're going to reinstall the wheel, you're going to put the lug nuts back on, you're going to tighten them, and then you're going to lower your car down. Once you lower the car down, you want to make sure you've rechecked the bolts and make sure everything is tightened. Most cars will either have the front or the back brake pads that are worn out. So in order to change this, you're either going to change the front or the back. Sometimes all of them. Just repeat the same process for the front or the back or the other side. It just depends. And now I showed you guys how to save a little bit of money, and I hope this video is very informative for you guys. I love working on cars. It's a passion of mine and always has been, and I hope that this will do you guys.